pretty cool to see everybody back in Toronto, but there's a unique story tomorrow with a couple of kids from Montreal playing on the same court. What's your relationship like with Lou?
You know, me and Lou, we go way back. You know, Lou's like my brother. We played in the same club team, and you know, pretty much grew up in the same neighborhood. So you know, we have a strong relationship.
There's an age difference, but you are very close. And did he help you at all? Give you any advice as you were trying to come up after him?
For sure. I mean, he was really the first one. I mean, the second one after Chris that I've really watched. You know, being in the NBA. So obviously having him going to the NBA, going the same path that I was going growing up, he pretty much helped me into you know, helping me not making the same mistakes that he was doing and stuff like that. So,
is this someone you keep in touch with over the course of the season? And have you followed how he and the Thunder have played?
For sure, for sure. You know, we talk, you know, as many times as we can, and you know, we might call each other up and see what's good. He was hurt, and you know, he reached out to me, see how I was doing when I was hurt and stuff like that. So, like I said, you know, we have a pretty good relationship, and you know, we just want the best for each other. You know, I'm looking forward to playing against him tonight.
And some young players talk about the game slowing down for them as they get more reps and play more. Have you noticed that at all this season as time's gone on?
For sure. I mean, obviously, you know, my first year in the league, you know, I don't have that much experience, but you know, I feel like every day is an opportunity for me to pretty much just go on the court and learn. Whether I have a good game or a bad game, you know, I have the opportunity to watch film and just improve every single opportunity that I can.
Rick has rattled off some of the defensive assignments you've had over the last week. What have you enjoyed most about those challenges?
You know, I like challenge. I like adversity. So you know, I feel like it's been good. It's been pretty good. Just you know, guarding the opposite team's best player most of the time. You know, I feel like obviously it's something that I want to do and implicate into my, you know, my career. You know, I want to be the best two-way player in the NBA. So obviously got to start somewhere to get somewhere.
You saw Drew Holiday, who is one of those right now. I mean, can you look at what he does and even in the offseason try to pull some things from him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's elite. You know, if you talk about two-way player, you know, it has to be Drew Holiday, and I want to give him credit. You know, yesterday, you know, I got a bucket on him, and I was talking my talk. So, and I told him I was going to do it again. You know, I feel like obviously myself coming to the league, you know, Drew Holiday is a player that I've been watching growing up, and like I said, I want to be the best two-way player. So I got to look at him, see how he does things and how he responds to things as well, in order for me to one day become just like, you know, the best two-way in the league.
Where do you think you've grown the most over the course of the season?
I'd say, I mean, obviously the game has slowed down a little bit for me, you know, the past couple of games. Even, you know, I mean, the Boston game, I forgot. Was it Boston game? Yeah, I think Boston game I had like 2 points or something like that. But, you know, it was great. I was out there on the court. I got to guard, you know, Jason Tatum, and, you know, it was an opportunity for me to pretty much just go on the court and have a challenge, even though the game is not going my way.
9 rebounds yesterday. I mean, is that another aspect you're trying to focus on?
For sure. Trying to grab more rebounds. Me and Aaron got a little thing going on, you know. Might have a little fight between me and him because he stole my last rebound. But that was great, man, to be honest. You know, I'm just looking forward to keep playing hard with my team and, you know, trying to win as many games as we can.
Yesterday felt like one of those games where there were some really good moments, but also some teaching moments as well. What's it like to go out there and play well, but also know you're still playing against one of the best players in the world? A couple of them last night.
I mean, that's a daily night in the NBA. You know, every night you're gonna go against somebody that's one of the best players in the NBA on that team. And I mean, like you said, it's a teaching moment. You know, you learn from it. You watch film, see what you did wrong, watch film, see what you did right, and try to improve on both ends and just try to continue to keep developing.
You played a lot of games already now against Giannis, but how can that matchup help you against players that are just maybe a notch or two below?
I mean, you know, like, obviously there's a certain aggressiveness you got to play with when you're playing against Giannis, you know, be able to withstand hits, be able to move your feet and be able to get in front of him. And obviously he's such he has such an emphasis and such a focal point on him now. When you play other games, it's like, okay, let me keep that same attitude towards how I'm playing, how I play Giannis or how I play Drew, and just try to add that to my repertoire.
You guys had Gabe York at the end of last season. What do you remember about him, and how can he help you guys these last 5 games?
Gabe's a pure scorer. I mean, that's what he does best. Put the ball in the basket, and I mean, he does it better than most people in the NBA. And I mean, I'm just happy for him. Obviously, him just staying loyal to the Pacers and just trusting the process and just continuing to keep working. I mean, I'm happy that he's back here with us, and I feel as though he truly deserves it.
Did you work out with him at all last summer? I know he stuck around a little bit in Indy after the season.
No, I didn't. I was back in Baltimore, so I was here for maybe like a week after everything ended, and I left.
Deja vu for you 1 year ago.
Yeah, most
back doing the same thing.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I'm just excited for the opportunity. Thankful to the Pacers organization for giving me another chance, and I just look forward to getting out there and being able to play.
What do you make of the season you just completed? 3-time Player of the Week, one of the top scorers, all the things we know you can do.
Yeah, yes, sir. I think it was a great season overall. Had a lot of accolades. Obviously, fell short of our goal and what we were trying to accomplish as a team. Had a lot of guys injured. I think overall, when you look at the G League season of what we were able to do with probably about 80% of our team was very special. We won 5 games in a row to kind of get into the playoff berth. So I'm proud of my guys, proud of everybody. But yeah, we definitely fell short, and I'm just thankful again for this opportunity to be here. And looking back at the season, I think overall it was a great experience.
Any specific goals you've laid out for these 5 games for yourself?
Not really. For me, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to take this opportunity and run with it, whatever the Pacers decide to give me. Like I said, I'm glad. I'm excited, and I'm just ready to get going.
New number?
Yeah, new number. Finally, man. I look good in the 32. You know what I'm saying? 8 I was happy with, but for sure 32 feels right.
Felt like last season was maybe the culmination of a dream coming true. Is there a different approach and mindset this time now?
Yeah, most definitely. Last year it was great to get those first NBA points. That was definitely a goal of mine. But my dream has always been to play on a basketball team where I can get 2-3 years in and actually help develop a basketball team and help them get to a playoff berth or whatever it might be. I know I'm capable of doing that, and I just want to be able to show that. So whether that's in these last 5 or whether next year with training camp with someone else, it really doesn't matter. I'm thankful for this opportunity. I want to be able to showcase what I can do at this level.
I was going to say, it's tough to do that in a 5-game span, right. But you want to take advantage of every chance you get. So how do you avoid putting too much pressure on yourself? Yeah,
most definitely. I think you said it best. It's just not going in there with no expectation, just going there blessed, thankful for the opportunity, and just go out there and do what I do. My teammates are going to find the ball, or are going to find me in transition. The ball will find me eventually. It's just a matter of knocking down shots.
How important has it been for you to have this relationship with the organization over the past year? Staying here last summer and then being with the Mad Ants, and the communication between the Mad Ants and the Pacers all season.
Yeah, most definitely. This is my last year. That was my first time ever coming back to a team as a professional. Everything I've done has been 1 year in, 1 year out. So be able to come back and that comfortability of the whole organization, knowing who I am, knowing what I bring to the table, knowing what type of guy I am. It felt right from the beginning this year. Didn't have to come in and have to meet new people other than my teammates. And everyone knew what I was bringing to the table, so it was really easy to just come in and help this team do what I needed to do.
Last year, Orlando nearly happened. Did you have anything that nearly happened this year? Or?
No, actually, no. It was kind of dry this year, and I actually shot better from 3. I think I was at 10 attempts on 40%. So, like I said, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. When my opportunity comes, I'll be ready for it. But yeah, nothing came other than that Orlando opportunity last year.
You had a previous relationship with TJ. Did you stay in touch during the season and maybe watch him specifically during the season when you had off nights?
Yeah, most definitely. I was trying to get to every Pacer game I could. Jasmine, everybody, they did a great job of getting us tickets and helping us go to the games just to be able to watch and kind of see ourselves being out there as well. I think was one of the points of giving us tickets to the Pacer game. So definitely watched him, and yeah, seeing him play is just crazy to see 8 years, 9 years later, and seeing the growth that he's made as a basketball player has been really dope. So I'm glad I'm going to be able to share the court with him for a little bit.
You worked out with a lot of these guys last year at the end of the season. How did that help you, both getting chemistry with them, and how will it help you this year?
Yeah, I think it's just a confidence thing. I think overall, getting to know these guys last year and them getting to know my work ethic and what I was able to do this summer, staying here for 3 months, I think it just proved to a lot of guys that I really want this. I really want to be here. I think overall it's just I keep saying it, I know, but I'm just grateful for this opportunity to be able to come back for a second year after 7 years of not getting to the NBA. To do it back-to-back years is definitely something that I'm proud of, and I just want to, whatever may come after this, I just want to be ready for it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
First and foremost, what does it mean to have Gabe back, and what do you like about what he brings to you guys?
Well, you know, loyalty and consistency should be rewarded, and so this is a decision that, you know, came down from obviously ownership has to approve it, but management and the coaching staff were completely in agreement that, you know, Gabe deserved this opportunity. So it's great for him. It's great for us. I believe he's only available for 3 of the last 5 games because of the proration of the two-way. So we'll have to choose which games he'll be available for. But you know, it's exciting for him and for us.
But he detailed how he was a little bit in the ER and they kind of wanted to come back and that type of thing. What does it mean to now kind of have him back in the fold and be feeling good again more than anything?
Yeah, it's not the same around here without him. I mean, it's just there's just a certain energy that we lacked, and there's a certain buzz, as you can hear, you know, right now. And there's certain things that, you know, rituals that he does on a game-to-game basis that you really notice when he's not there. So he came in today, he's smiling, laughing. You know, he's rare to go, and so it's great to have him back at the gym.
I want to ask about O'Shea, who's playing a little more recently. Where have you seen him kind of been fitting in again now that the lineups have been shifted, and how he's grown this season?
Well, he's had a challenging job this year. It's just to be ready all the time without a lot of assurances of, you know, consistent minutes on a consistent basis. You know, so one of the things that's really special about him is that his attitude and his approach to his job is very consistent. It's very upbeat even in difficult times, and he kept himself ready. There was one period he went, gosh, I don't know how many games without playing, and then his number was called. He went out there, and he ended up being a plus when he was out there, you know. And then that earned him more minutes, you know. So now with some guys out, you know, some more opportunity has opened up, and he's an opportunistic guy.
Do you still want to get any more minutes for Tyrese and Miles this year at this point, or is there anything else that you want to see them accomplish in the game that remain?
In a game, do we need to see them?
Do you want to see them do anything? Is there I guess, any value in getting them back on the floor, or are you guys pretty much dedicated to continuing on the path that you've been on?
They'll be listed however they're listed, game to game, and, you know. But if you're asking if it's possible that they don't play anymore, yeah, it's possible. So it's not impossible that one of them would play, but, you know, we're just going game to game with it.
I don't know if the assist numbers would show it, but it does seem like the last couple of weeks we're seeing Ben make the extra pass, find the open player more frequently. Would you agree with that?
His feel is evolving, and I thought last night he showed some great signs. Just the way he was running the floor, the way he was moving the ball, the way he was making quick decisions on his attacks. And again, you know, in recent games, he's had some really challenging defensive matchups, and so, you know, the capacity to do both, you know, the offense and the defense is something we've been consistent on our messaging with him from day one, that we're going to really push him to be a player that's really good on both sides of the ball.
Do you see similarities between your group and the Thunder in terms of maybe outside expectations for them, for you guys, young players stepping up, maybe having more success than others thought possible?
Perhaps. I mean, I'm not surprised by their year this year. It really speaks to the reality that hard play goes a long way toward success in the NBA. They're as hard a playing team as I've seen in the league this year. I think when Lloyd showed film on them today, he said that they probably were the hardest playing team in the league. And so that's that's something that you have to prepare for. You have to prepare for a level of consistent force, persistence. I mean, they're coming at you, they're coming at you, they're coming at you. They pass it, they cut, they drive, they pass, they cut, they drive. They just keep doing it. It's just, it's like, it's like washing your hair, lather, rinse, repeat, lather, rinse, repeat. I mean, it's over and over and over. And they're great at it. And a couple of games ago they hit, Gilgeous Alexander was out, and they had 3 other guys that went for 30 points. So this is a team that can really score. And defensively, I don't know where they're ranked, but they're I think they're in the top third of the league in defense, and so they're formidable. And they haven't even had homegrown play yet.